Hey, doing it with JP, I have a question for you.
What is doing it with JP?
Doing it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, we are.
Hi, I'm doing this with JP, and JP, I'd like you to figure out who has the most beautiful women in the world. Which culture is the most beautiful women in the world? Thanks, JP.
So this is gonna be like a little short story. I'm gonna take the long version and make it really short. So once upon a time, a really long time ago, there was a greatest horse trainer in the world. This greatest horse trainer was so good, he actually retired. He retired at the top of his game. So he became really old and he stopped wanting to train horses. But one day, in his old retirement state, he told himself, hey, I want to be the greatest horse trainer in the world again. What can I do? So he prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and wished and prayed and prayed and prayed and wished and prayed and prayed until the point where he said, I want to become the greatest horse trainer in the world again. But he's an old ass man, so nobody believed in him. So one day when he was doing his garden and building his corn and planting shit and doing all those things, he looked off in the distance. And in the distance, he seen this little itty bitty shadow walking up to him. And as the shadow became closer and closer, he squinted his eyes a little bit further and further. And he noticed that this little shadow that walked up to him had this little swaying tail in the wind. Had these little 4 beat up legs. As the shadow got closer and closer, he realized, is that a horse? No, it wasn't. It was a nag. For those of you who don't know what a nag is a very old female horse. They're called nags. Olden Day Dictionary, look it up. A nag is a very old female horse. He seen this nag and he told himself, God, is that what you're telling me? So he went down to the local market right then and there. He bought the best grain. He got the best saddle. He bought the best horseshoes. And he told himself, if I train you, I can become the greatest horse trainer in the world again. And this nag rolled right along. So he trained this nag weeks and weeks on end. And the more and more that he trained this nag, the more and more that the nag trained back. The better and better he pushed his nag, the more and more this nag trained harder and harder. So one day he told himself, you're ready. I'm going to take you down to the local little racing mart. So they go down to the local little racing mart, and when he walked up this old withered man with this old beat up nag, everybody laughed. You gonna race that horse? You gonna race that horse? Oh man, you washed up. Nobody know your name anymore. He didn't say nothing. He just walked on in proudly. He put his old little nag inside the starting blocks. And then when the guy came with the flag and waved the flag, when the starting blocks opened up, that nag took off down the road. That nag won with flying colors. And when that nag crossed the finish line, that nag said, kiss me! That just way the nag nagged. Everybody in the crowd was shocked. Did they just win? That old man knew he had something going on. So that old man took that nag back, and that old man trained that nag even harder. He trained that nag to the dirt. And as much as he trained that nag, and as hard as he trained that nag trained back. Now let me give you a quick little background story about this nag. The reason why the nag actually wanted to train so hard with this old ass man. Because that nag was never loved ever in her life. She was never appreciated. She was always thrown off, cast aside. She was a run of the family. So who wants her? Go eat with the pigs. So every single day this nag trained harder. Every single day this old man trained this nag harder, to the point where this old man took this nag to race after race and after race. And every single time that this nag won the race, and when they crossed the finish line, it said, kiss me. That's just simply the way this nag named. This nag ran so many races and said that so many different times that this nag developed a name, and her name was Kiss. Right. To the point where this old man started taking this nag out, this old man started feeling proud. I'm a good horse trainer again, but he was not the best, and he was going for the best. So he took this, and I'm making the short version out of this long ass story just so y'all know. Follow me. So this old man took this nag to the semifinals. There's a long way in between, a whole bunch of stories in between that. But he took this next to the semifinals, where kings and queens went. Because this story takes place back in the olden days. Because really, who really race horses nowadays? Nobody. Who does that? Have y'all ever been to a horse race? I don't think y'all have. Have y'all ever seen a horse in your life other than on film?
I've seen a horse in real life.
Perfect. And did y'all see Kiss Me when she ran across that field in the semifinals? And when she ran across that field and she won that race, she said, "Kiss me." After that nag ran that race and won, she fell on the floor. She stopped running. The old man didn't know what was going on. He was like, "Oh my God, Kiss Me, is everything okay? What's going on?" He tried to feed Kiss Me wouldn't eat. He tried to train Kiss Me wouldn't train. He tried to do everything in the world to Kiss Me, and Kiss Me wouldn't do anything until this one old lady came up to him and said, "Baby, I think I know what the problem is. Why don't you just kiss her?" When Kiss Me heard that, she jumped up on her hind legs and said, she had juice with energy. And that old man said to Kiss Me, "If you win the finals for me, I will kiss you." You seen the fire in her eyes, blood in her meat. You seen her train harder than any other day. You knew Kiss Me wanted to win that motherfucking race, and she would. But who cares? Because all the great kings across all the great nations brought their black stallions, white stallions, brown stallions. All the greatest horses came to this final race, and they knew that this was the race to beat. So many great horses that have been trained from lineage, all the other horses, but Kiss Me was this old, washed up, beat up nag. So he took her to the finals. He told her one last time, "If you win this for me, I will kiss you." When the starting blocks opened up and all the horses took off, you felt it. That's all that you heard. You felt the ground rumble. You think that you were back in 1989 when we had our earthquake when the bridge fell? That's what it was like. It was a photo fucking finished race. And when Kiss Me crossed the line, she said, "Kiss me!" Roses flew. And that old man went up and he kissed that motherfucking nag. He kissed her good. And when he kissed her, she turned into the most beautifulest maiden in the world. Unbelievable beauty. I'm sorry, women, y'all be jealous of her beauty. She was that motherfucking fine. Snow White couldn't even shake a leaf at her. Beautiful, gorgeous. And guess what? He lived unhappily ever after. You see? Because even though that he's the greatest horse trainer in the world again, and he got the most beautifulest woman that your eyes can never meet, she always remained a nag.